Welcome to DNA Birding Adventures. This is part 1 of 4 parts. I'll post in the description below of our time in Tucson, Arizona. What a great spot. All these mountainous areas are called Sky Islands. They're over 6,000 feet and home to lots of biodiversity, birds, wildlife, terrain. It's just beautiful. Anyway, the Sky Islands in Tucson, there's like 7 of them all together, and I've circled them here, but they're all over the southwest, making for some great landscape. Tucson has the best birding, and in our 4 days, we planned out heading down south and hitting the Sweetwater Wetlands and Madura Canyon, and then Box Canyon, and then north to Box Canyon, Saguaro National Park, and Arizona Sonora Desert Museum. We got about 5 live birds in the first 5 minutes at Sweetwater Wetlands in Tucson. It's amazing what they've done with all this reclaimed water from the sewer and turned it into beautiful estuary ponds and trails. Right by the highway. This is called Sweetwater Wetlands in Tucson. This is a great way for me to learn my bird calls by playing Name That Bird. Oh, wow. It's got a little oasis in the middle of the desert. What do you see? Pretty thick. And there's really tall cattails. Little observation deck. All dried up. What do you see? It was so nice to see this male and female vermilion flycatcher. These were life birds for us. The Sweetwater Wetlands were just impressive for us all around. We got all these new life birds, including 26 birds total, just in Sweetwater Wetlands. Another spot we wanted to head to, which is south of Tucson, was called the Chavez Siding Rd. This lady that we were talking to was actually the ones that spotted the Green Kingfisher, which would have been a life bird for us, right along the Santa Cruz River. Instead, we found other birds and played with her dog, Poppy. He was so cute. There's Poppy, and look at that gorgeous river. These were the birds that we saw there at that Santa Cruz River beautiful spot. And then we stopped by the wastewater treatment pond where we got a life bird, which was a Mexican duck. And then on to Conoa Ranch, which was another treat right next to Amato Ponds. The lady we met at the Santa Cruz River told us about this Conoa Ranch, which they're restoring right now and adding lots of wetlands. It's the John Batista de Anza Historic Trail. That's where 30 soldiers and their families headed north from Mexico all the way up to San Francisco. They only lost one person in the whole tour, where a lady actually was giving birth, breech, and she passed away. This is quite the oasis. There's desert willows, and then these two. There's a vermilion flycatcher and a black phoebe catching flies. And check out this lake. There's some There's a great blue heron and an egret. Widgeons, all kinds of birds out there. Everybody's hunting, eating. That was a great place to visit. We got 14 birds all together in one life bird. Our next stop is Catalina Park, where there was another stakeout where they saw the fantailed warbler. It was not supposed to be there in Tucson, and we didn't see it either.
Stakeout spot for the Fantailed Warbler. Extremely rare bird. Hasn't been a sign of it yet today, according to the birders. Should be right in there. Maybe.
It was quite a windy day, and we did not see that fantailed warbler, but we did see quite a few other birds. Here's a new one. This was a live bird for us. Another great spot in Tucson is the Kennedy Lake, where we spotted quite a few birds, but there was a fishing tournament going on, so we kind of got out of the way. The grackles were just amazing. They were watching the fishermen. Most notably were the Muscovy ducks and a live bird at Catalina Regional Park. We were flying out that evening but wanted to see Catalina State Park, so we stopped by just for a few hours and hit 3 different trails. We all have to come back and explore. That's where Mount Lemon's at in the Coronado National Park. But the trails are immense. We actually just touched 3 of them. We went to the birding loop or trail, bridle trail, and nature trail. This is the birding trail at Catalina State Park. Not much water. Only when it rains. We're on Bridle Trail. Okay, it's up in the Catalina Mountains. There's the Catalina Mountains. They're pretty rugged. That's a nice saguaro right there. This is the bridle trail we just found, the rufous-winged sparrow. And Dave got a picture of it. And it's a pretty windy day, so all the birds are kind of hidden. We thought this was the gilded at first. We're not sure on this one. Maybe a dusky flycatcher or the Hammonds. This is the bridle trail, heading back. Look at the rugged Catalina mountains. Really nice. We ended up getting quite a few birds, even though it was a little bit windy. And that was our full count of 23 live birds in Tucson, which makes our life total of 439. We had a great 4 days in Tucson. We started at the airport in Phoenix and then headed south to Madera Canyon and then to Box Canyon. And then we hit those places down south on the Santa Cruz River and the Amato Ponds, Conoa Ranch, and then north to the Saguaro National Park and the Arizona Sonora Museum, and all sorts of other places in between, like the Catalina Regional Park and Catalina State Park. We loved it here. We hope to visit and come back another time. When we were at the Saguaro National Park, we picked up a couple souvenirs and turned that cactus jelly into yummy cactus margaritas. It was nice to be able to relive a little bit of that time there. And then we headed out to Phoenix and took the plane home with a beautiful sunset, of course. Adios, Tucson. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and happy trails to you.